Hiya, I'm Simone Radley from England and Nails, and in this video I'm going to be using neon pigments because it's getting to that time of year now. We're going to be wanting something bright, so I'm getting these bad boys out. So this one with the neon pigments is, I'm not going to lie, could get a bit messy because I'm a bit of a messy worker anyway, but with these neon pigments, oh my god, I get them everywhere. So I'm going to do two different designs for you. And I'm working on the long ballerina fit tips, and I've already done a base coat. I've done 2 coats of I-156, which is retort white. So I'm just going to stick them out the way and just show you what else I'm using. I'm going to be using all of the neon pigments. So they are super duper bright, super duper pigmented, and obviously we're going to be coming into the summer, so these are going to be great. And I'm going to be doing some stamping with it. So ink don't currently do stamping stuff, so I'm going to be using, I think, these plates. Not entirely sure what design yet, but these plates, and these are YOURS plates, and these are ones that Sasha Gosson did the designs for, so that is those. I'm going to be using a MoYou Crystal clear stamper, like a big jelly crystal clear stamper. I like this one. I don't stamp loads, in fact I hardly stamp at all, but when I do this, I like this stamper, it's really good. And then I'm going to use just a card for scraping my nail polish. A lint roller, that's for my stamper. I don't clean my stamper or anything, I just use like this to get the stuff off. And polish. I didn't even get my polish out, and that would really help, wouldn't it? Now, can I get the lid off these polishes? Yes, I can. Well, I can get the lid off of one. Can I get the lid off the other? Because I don't use them very often. Oh. These are just cheap Barry nail polishes that I'm going to stamp with. So, first things first, I'm going to clean my stamping plates because they're looking a bit, I don't know, cloudy. So I'm just using a lint-free wipe and the ink dehydrator, and I'm just going to clean them off just to make sure they're nice and clean. Oh my god, I didn't know I had the volume on my phone. Sorry about that. Terrible. Right, so, what should I do first? I think I'll do a floral one first. So I'm going to do this design, like a reverse stamping design. And I like this. It's kind of like Hawaiian. I'm definitely feeling summer vibes. Which one do I use? I don't know. Right. I'm going to put down first a bit of couch roll because otherwise I just know I'm going to get into a real mess with this. And I don't want that to happen. Right, I'm going to use my white polish for this. Get my stamp ready. Stamping is about speed. You've just got to be super duper quick. Because you're using obviously normal nail polish that just dries, and you're using, like, once you've scraped it, it's a thin amount. Like, you've got to be fast. I feel like this is not going to cover the nail. That was so difficult, I'm not going to lie, because the nail is long, very long. I probably should have used a shorter tip. That would have been clever, wouldn't it, to use a shorter tip? But I didn't. And I'm in it now. It's my own fault. So I'm going to see if I can... Woo! Oh, I've chucked it. Oh my god. I'm going to see if I can put a little bit of the design on the corner. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh, that's what I wanted. A bit of flower on the corner. Yeah. I so should have picked a shorter tip, but it's alright, I'm going to roll with it. We're in it, we are in it. So normally when I stamp stuff, I would take off the sticky layer of my eyelac first on the base, because if you stamp onto your sticky layer, your tacky layer of your gel polish, your design can go a bit wibbly wobbly, a bit wonky, because obviously you've got a sticky layer there. It can make it go a bit dodge. But for this, you need your sticky layer, so you just have to be careful when you do your stamping, and just roll with it. So, for my pigment, I'm going to use an old acrylic brush to put it on. It's an old acrylic brush that I've kind of frazzled a bit. And these pigments, a little goes a long way. You don't need a lot. But I do get a bit leery with them, I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to start with orange, and I'm just literally picking some up and dabbing it on with a fluff. Oh my god. There's a massive fluff sticking off there. Just pick a bit up, dab it on. Dead easy. There's no rhyme or reason to it, I'm just going random. Then I want a bit of green in there. And pink is my fave, I love it. And this pink is so bright. Ace. So, we have totally covered it. I'm going to pick this up. Totally covered. And I'm going to brush over it with the same brush that I've just used to put it on. And obviously you can see your design comes through. So your pigment doesn't attach to your polish that you've stamped with. So you get this really nice design showing through, and it's a really good effect and so easy. It is unbelievable. I love doing these because, yeah, they're just dead easy. So I'm going to top coat it, and I'm going to use Rock Light. And if you've got pigment or anything on like this, you need to do a real floating layer of your top coat. So I get quite a lot of top coat on my brush, and then I'm just sort of floating it on. Not really, I'm not sort of really brushing it as such. The contact with the brush is just really with the gel. I'm not pressing down so I can sort of feel the nail, because you don't want to obviously pull your pigment off, because that would not be good. So now that's top coated, I'm going to whack it in the lamp for 60 seconds. And while that's in there, I'm going to do my other one. So with my other one, I'm just going to move these pots, I think, because the camera does not know what to focus on. I'm giving it a bit of a task here. It doesn't know what it's doing. There we go. So for this one, I'm going to do it slightly different. So I'm going to start off with my pigment first, in whatever sort of pattern you want, whatever way you want. You can use as many as you like. I'm just going to do like a bit of a wiggly sort of line. That was probably quite a lot of pigment there. I do get a bit carried away, I'm not going to lie. So maybe I'll use a little bit less up here, that would be good. Oh yes. Oh, I just want to go on holiday. It just so makes you think of holidays when you see bright colours like this, doesn't it? Although, to be honest, I'm not, you know, obviously we've all been stuck inside. It's not even a holiday, just to like, just to go out somewhere, just to go out the house, just to go down the road, like to a restaurant and see my friends or something. That would be fine. That would totally be fine. I'm not being greedy. Right, so I have whacked that on all over. Love it. And I'm just dusting off any loose bits with the same brush. I've just put my brush in top coat, never mind. So now I've dusted off any loose bits, I'm going to top coat this with Rock Light again. And same as before, I've got quite a lot of top coat so I can float it on. I'm not dragging my brush on the tip or anything because I don't want to pull my lovely, lovely bright powder off. And then once you've got it all coated, I am going to wipe my brush before I put it back in the bottle because it might have a bit of pigment on it. Right, I'm going to wipe that into cure for 60 seconds and get this one out. Oh, yes. So if I was doing this on a client, I would definitely top coat it twice just to make sure. But obviously it's only on a tip, so I only top coat it once, so I'm just going to wipe it off. But what I will say is to save you any horrible incidents, if you are doing this on the client or, you know, whenever you're using pigment or anything like this, when you top coat it, you've got to be so sure to get all around the edges, everywhere that you've got your pigment colour, you've got to catch it with your top coat, because there's nothing worse than doing this and then when you come to wipe the sticky layer off your top coat, if you've missed any around the edge, it wipes the pigment away. So then you end up with just like a white band around the edge. Not good. So make sure you really cover it well with your top coat. But that, I love that. It's so effective and it's so funky. So bright and funky. Right, I feel the need just to tidy up. I'm going to just tidy up. So now I've had a bit of a tidy up. This is what I'm going to use, these patterns for this nail. But I don't know exactly which one to do. Decisions. I feel like that shattered glass one would look quite cool, but it is a bit crazy. Oh, maybe I should play it safe. I think I'm going to play it safe and do this one. It kind of looks, I don't know, it's just all little lines. It kind of looks a bit like a giraffe. I think I'll go for that. Although that would be ace. But I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to be boring. Or shall I? Oh my god. Nah, let's do it. Let's do it. It doesn't matter. It's only on a tip. It's not a client. If it's awful, it's awful. Let's do it. Right, we're going to go with the shattered glass, I reckon. I'm going to use black. Right, so scrape it. Pick it up really quick. Oh, and I've missed a bit with the polish. Missed a bit. So I'm going to do it again. How did that miss a bit? I don't know, but it did. Right, let's try and not miss any this time. Whack your polish on. I do put quite a lot of polish on. Oh my gosh, I couldn't see my stamper then. And then plonk your design down. Oh, and I've not wiped the sticky layer off, have I? Oh! See, this is because I'm not concentrating. Oh, it's terrible. Terrible. That's what happens if you don't wipe the sticky layer off your top coat. Well, at least now you've seen what not to do. We've all been there, guys. I've done that a couple of times, to be honest. When I've been doing it, when I've done them on the client, I've done that a couple of times because I talk a lot. This is the problem. I talk a lot. When I've got my clients in, we don't stop talking. So, concentrate. Concentration is the key. Oh, and I've not wiped my stamper. Oh my god. Is it going to pick up? Yes! Oh, saved it. Right. Again, we're on quite a long tip. So I'm going to just see if I can fill the bottom of this design in where it's missing. because we've got such a long tip. Let me see what will fill in best. Probably that bit there. So you can always use little bits off your stamper and fill in as well. So that looks crazy. Absolutely crazy, but I like it. And then I'm going to top coat that with the Rock Light again. So yeah, the choice of design might not be for everyone. It is a bit out there, I'm not going to lie. But obviously you can use whatever stamp you want. I just thought I'd do something different. Why not? And now I'm going to whack it in the lamp for 60 seconds. And now it's cured, I'm going to wipe off the sticky layer. And that is it, done. So obviously, with the method, you can use any designs that you want. This one is real nice, obviously floral, it's like summer holiday vibes. This one's a bit wild, it's like if you're going on a rave vibe. And yeah, have fun, play around with different designs and see which ones you like.